Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're at a heavy equipment and truck auction in Homer, New York for Suit Kote. Local, well, say regional paving contractor in the Northeast, pretty big in all of New York and Pennsylvania for the most part. Run a big fleet of trucks over a pretty diverse area. They own a bunch of quarries. I've had videos from this company on my channel in the past. Some of these trucks we may actually have seen in some of the pictures and video. But they got a lot of good ones here today, a lot of late model trucks. Probably most of them pushing at least 25 to 30 years old now and older. Some of this stuff has been sitting for quite some time. But as far as the bodies are concerned, for Northeast trucks, they're very solid. Mostly because they did not run during the winter, as you would imagine. So like this LTL, most of the frames are in good shape. Caps, not too rusty. You got some rust jacking going on some of the double frame trucks, but I've been in auctions where stuff has been in a lot worse shape than this. So there's, like I said, Fords, a lot of Fords. There's a Brockway here, a couple old Macks, a lot of old Macks, an Autocar. And I'll try to take a look at it all. Plus some real heavy equipment. A couple big old dozers. So let's see what we got. Okay, so as far as the condition of some of these things, I may have exaggerated a tad. This one's been sitting for a long time. I actually took pictures of this truck about 3 or 4 years ago. Got your original moss green carpet. Probably just like a 5-speed. There's a 3208 remanufactured cat under the hood, I believe, on this one. But you got that cool 80s paint job. Your hood scoop up there. Not too bad. This old LTL 9000, once blue. Over the years, this company has grown and absorbed a lot of the other smaller outfits in the area. But this one isn't the best shape either. A lot of these just became site trucks for water. Didn't really over the road. Let's see what else is hanging around here. So I wandered across the way here to this white Road Boss 2. This company had a lot of these trucks. This is a 1980. There goes that LTL firing right up. But anyways, they had a lot of these, and I think this hails from the era before Volvo got involved. You can see that it is a dark jade. SQP 4.4 rear axle ratio. And we got an RT 1110 trans, Cummins NTC 350. White Motor Company. Very cool. And as you can see, the inspector approved of the cab paint. So, this is a nice example of an 80s truck here. Probably see a lot of these disposable cameras in the trucks as well. The company used those as sort of a insurance device if you had some type of accident, you were to take pictures with these. Some of them are just disposable cameras. This one actually says accident camera, used in case of accident. But, got our air ride seats, locking diffs. We got a Jake, power windows. Very cool. Wonder if the city horn works. Yep. Very cool. I think this one fired up, but I don't feel like starting much of this stuff today. Solid old white if you're in the market for one. You got at least three here, 3 or 4 to choose from. On to the next one. Okay, so we made our way down here through the mud. We're going to take a look at this old, I believe it's an '86 Autocar. Double frame that's getting a little crusty. Tandem axle twin screw. This has the cool stripes and paint jobs though that they all had rocking in the 80s. It's in very decent shape. Got a Fuller Road Ranger 8-speed in this one, according to the sticker. This is also a blue color on the inside. Just sort of interesting, considering that they did put the stripes on the outside. So this says it was a calcium mag truck, which is sort of interesting, I suppose. Whatever the hell that really means for paving. But may explain some of the rust on the frame there. I think the paperwork had this listed as some type of DA model, which I don't know. That doesn't sound very familiar for an auto car to me. The sticker's up there on the top of the windshield, but like I've said before, though, I think I have a lot of pictures of these from years past or on the job sites. Yep, the frame's pretty nasty here. So where I do have that information, I'll just drop the photos into the video. Are you shocked to see a Freightliner, late model Freightliner, being dumped already? That's just the name of the game nowadays with these trucks. They are not meant to last like these were. So like any good construction company in the Northeast, there's plenty of Macks here. Got a nice old DM 686, I believe. $685, excuse me. So again, we got a Mack engine, got Max trans, so twin sticks. These were the bread and butter trucks of so many big construction companies. If you had heavy material, concrete, stone, these are the trucks that you had in your fleet. Cab on this one leaves a little to be desired. Frame is pretty crusty on this one too. Looks like a single channel. Be willing to bet a lot of these are going to find second lives as farm trucks, and that'll be the end of them. Got this old tough looking Ford 9000 with a red dot air conditioner up on the roof. Yeah. So here's our Northeast trucks for you. Just rotted down to nothing. This one had a Jake in it as well. Another Road Ranger. I have a feeling this one's going for not much more than scrap. We'll find out. Yeah, let's take a look at this old R model. A little closer look anyways. Listed as a 84. Oh yeah. Got a nice seat. Got your twin sticks. Very nice. Floor is pretty much there. Some type of cryptic drawing from ancient times. And signs of modern life. This is another truck that had some type of distributor body on it of some type. All that oil and other material probably helps some of these trucks hang around a little longer as far as the frame is concerned. And for those of you that are playing at home, it's an R686 ST. Something might be missing. Right next to that air-cooled cab, got this old white from the Expediter times, I think. Lots of room. Cool pedals. Possibly an 85. Got a little 4-cylinder gas out back to power the pumps and the spraying for the tank here. But next to it, .761 Brockway. And as far as Brockways go, you could do worse on the cab. Fenders are getting a little, well, they got some nice fist-size holes in them. Cab is crusty on the top. But the floor pan seems pretty good. Cab corners seem fairly decent. You know, you can't be too picky anymore when you're dealing with this age of truck. It's got a fuller 6-speed. I'm probably wrong about that, but it's a fuller T955. And the mice and everybody else have been getting into the headliner. But it's there. And there's you want to get into the Brockway game. You got this cool old style air seat. And Brockway seats. Love this Motorola unit here. Look at how big that thing is. CB. Before the age of miniature electronics, but anyways. Just wanted to highlight that, because there's always a lot of discussion when it comes to these 700 series about the use of a Mack cab. And while you could technically argue that is true, oh boy, it's muddy here. Almost lost my boot. But while you could argue that that is true, you can see that the cab was not technically made by Mack, but Scheller Globe. And as anybody with old truck knowledge will tell you, the cabs are not interchangeable directly between a 700 series Mack and any of the, or 700 series Brockway and any of the Macks that use this cab. Without some modifications. But anyways, this guy's in fairly decent shape. And here's to hoping it goes to a good home. Lord knows you got plenty of frame to play with. I mean, it goes back past the rear axles here, and you got your nice 3 or 4 feet for the pumping apparatus. And very nice. So next to Brockway, we got this Ford 8000 cab over. We've seen these before. This has a cat in it. And I'm guessing that it's probably not a true representation of the transmission that we got here. There's our accident camera. We've got a drone buzzing overhead. Oh, that placard's pretty cool in the front. So continuing the Ford action here, I believe this is the one that's got another Detroit. Must be like probably another 8V92, that's very common. Yes, that's what you need. Tachograph slammed into the dash again. Very cool. This must be older than I thought. Gotta have little bling bits of flair, right? pieces of flare. It's a lot of old Fords here. There's that Mack we talked about. LTO with spokes. Bunch of whites. A couple Pete's mixed in. As I've mentioned, the mud here is pretty significant. This is not California. We have been receiving rain for about 2 months straight. So if you bought something, I hope you can get it out. I always like to look at these old Fords with the setback axle. So you know I had to come and drool over this 4900. '92. See? Fire. This truck is hot. Nice air horn. Tinted glass. Double frame. Twin screw. Hendrick suspension. You can't ask for more in a truck.